What's up gamers? Today we're headed for the hills in the ZiKZ 5368. The ZiKZ is a good hauler. It has decent power and is fairly nimble both on and off the road. Supported by a switchable diff lock upgrade and switchable all-wheel drive, this medium-duty truck is capable of handling loads well above its expectations, but it does have a few negatives. The unlicensed ZiKZ 5368 is based on the 1965 MAZ 500. This 7 metre long Soviet era truck is renowned for its versatility in cargo transportation and counts itself among the first tilting cab over engine designs seen in the world. This change from conventional truck design and an alteration in axle placement resulted in the MAZ 500 being able to handle larger loads of up to 7.5 tonnes on the body, while also reducing the overall weight of the unit to a little over 6 tonnes. Powering the MAZ was a fairly modern 7.6 litre MAZ 236 diesel engine, outputting 180 horsepower and 660 Nm of torque. This power plant and the overall design remained little changed for 14 years until its eventual replacement by the 1977 MAZ 5335. Although replaced by the more modern models, the MAZ 500 still enjoys steady usage in the Soviet-era territories today. The mechanical upgrades for the 5368 are fairly standard, if not a little bit lacking. We have some high-grade engines that really up the power-to-weight rating, and much of the standard gearboxes, winches and tyres. But the big standouts for the ZiKZ have to be the raised suspension, diff lock and snorkel upgrades. The raised suspension is a must-have for this truck, as it allows for fitting of a massive 47-inch tyre set, greatly increasing its ground clearance while making this truck a fairly decent mudslogger. The engageable diff lock also assists in this regard, and the combination of both, along with its all-wheel drive, allow this medium-duty truck much more manoeuvrability in different terrain types. The bunny ear snorkels are about as close as this truck gets to a unique upgrade, and that this truck is so light and its snorkels are so long that it loses traction and floats in the water before it can even get deep enough to drown the engine. The downsides though are fairly apparent, namely in the frame add-ons. There are only 6 total frame add-ons that can be fitted to the 5368, with 5 of those blocking the spare wheel slot, and to make matters worse, 4 of them won't even allow for a trailer to be towed behind due to the massive amount of overhang. Sadly, it just feels like this truck, while nimble, isn't able to do anything near what its counterpart, the Kodiak, is capable of doing. The ZiKZ model looks fantastic, and is a great homage to the MAZ 500 it was inspired from, featuring many of the small details or in some cases simply flipping them, with the headlights and indicator lights being an example of this. The overall body styling, right down to the side vent and body lines flowing with the grille, showcase the attention to detail shown by the developers without landing themselves in a licensing problem. The cosmetics to support the model though are much like its versatility, in short supply. Featuring across 5 categories and one of these only having one option, the cosmetics feel very lacking. While the miscellaneous category fills the entire rooftop with an assortment of lights, horns and air conditioners, most of which do use the same slot so they end up overlapping and the changes are even a shorter list, the front bumpers as well are just repurposed assets with no touches of unique flair or alteration. Basically, I'd say the colour options are one of the best assets this truck gets in cosmetic alteration. The handling and usability of the ZiKZ are both good and bad. It features a very small 190 litre fuel tank, which is fairly close to the real-world MAZ's 200 litre. It also has very good efficiency over multiple terrain types, depending on how you drive it of course. However, it seems to suffer from a similar issue to the Freightliner, where any turning of the wheel seems to lag behind the action, causing massive oversteer, which usually ends up with your ZiKZ taking a dirt nap while you sprout another grey hair. Overall, the ZiKZ 5368 is a great looking recreation of the MAZ 500, with awesome attention to model detail. That is sadly undone with its lack of versatility and overall utility. This should be an amazing medium-duty truck based on the real-world model, but it's simply not on the same bar as some of the other competition in game. It's a good truck, but it has nothing to set itself apart from the field. So if you enjoyed this look at the medium-duty ZiKZ, or just want to see more SnowRunner content, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you all in Taymyr soon.